Oh man, it's that Sunday again. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to should I say a new Sunday? Like I'm getting used to the idea of being thankful for every Sunday that awaits because life is something else. Anyway, welcome back on this sweet, sweet, sweet Sunday. This is Africa Unfocused, and I'm your host, Miss ABBA. Streaming. What else is there? You have streaming, tuning, live on air, all of that. Welcome to Africa on Focus, where we share our success stories. It's 7 p.m. Here, live in the city of Amsterdam. Hi Radio, the voice of the next generation. And Hi Radio is Amsterdam's most dynamic satellite and digital radio station that promotes African culture to Africans in the diasporas. If you are tuning in with me on Facebook, be sure to like or follow the page or stay informed, on my page, Instagram, wherever you are. And if you're tuning in on YouTube, do comment and press that subscribe button. Well, anyway, we're back here again. And today, myself and Donnie, who will be here in a bit, we have some interesting talks to have. Today, we got some health talk. And you have to join us for a talk with Carline Onyamea, who represents Afrakanhealth. She is a health educator who is one of our returning guests because we need to know the more about health. And Caroline is our returning guest who will take us through what it takes to boost our immune system. So if you have some questions about food and health from a Black woman, an African woman who knows our health, you might want to tune in tonight, because in about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, let's say, we will be talking to Caroline. And also, we are talking about a few things: how to combat burnout. It seems that this past pandemic is definitely causing a lot of burnout. You might be saying, burnout, Jebe. I know, but that's when it starts. You don't really realize when you have one. And that's really what we're going to talk about today: how to tackle them, the challenges, what to be aware of in these times. Also, we are talking about Senegal, who plans to improve waste management, Africa and digital transformation, and also what that means to the motherland, Ghana. And Tanzania's new leaderess, makes up for lost time in fight against COVID-19. We will all be talking about that in a bit. But now, first, you know what? Let's just drop some good tunes before we really get things started, and so that we really get to tune into this Sunday. First, shout out to Gary Mensa. I just want to give a shout out to About TV, a shout out to Abna Fearless. I am about to give a shout out to the people who are tuning in on Facebook. Please hang in there so that I can still, see your name. There's a lot going on here in the studio around me. And also shout out to the ones who are listening through the website www.HiRadioNl.com. We're streaming on there and through our partnering apps, to tune in and all of that. I appreciate you. If you want to see your face to that voice, please be sure to find us on Facebook and YouTube and interact with us, because we have loads to talk about on Africa Unfocused today. Let's first get into this music. You know what? As I was driving, I was thinking about, what kind of song am I letting it hear? But, I really want to give this round of song to somebody who recently won an award, who has also been one of our special guests here on the show, Mike's Quest, with his latest record. Is it called Catchy Catchy? Collaborating with Ifia on their record. Let's give him a shout out. And afterwards, I will explain what kind of award he won so that we could really get to talk about that. Let's go.
Don't say a word, my love never gonna end. Together we never gonna fail. Peobia, she said nobody else. I wanna KISS you. Don't get it confused. My love for you, it be true. I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy goat. I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy goat. I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy goat. I dey throw, catchy my love. Catchy, another boy. I don't pretend, I know the line, I need you for my bed. When I say you are the super my bed, you alone with the make a feel sign check. Well, I get the fever, I know feel lever. Dirty for your love, but me I know be figure. Girl at the shiva, make you unbeliever. See ya, make you undeceive ya. I wanna KISS you, don't get it confused. My love for you, it be true. I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy gold. I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy gold. No, I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy gold. I dey throw, catchy my love. Catchy gold.
Me and you, they sit down on a tree. The way you touching me, KISSING. If I got you, no, I will never let you go. Watch it on my junction. This kind of love, no be small thing. I remember when we was nothing. Now we the chop for the mansion. Nobody do me better than you. You know I'll do it for you. Got you and I never let go. Never let go, never let go. Nobody do me better than you. You know I'll do it for you. I got you and I never let go. Never let go, never let go.
I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy gold. I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy gold. No, I dey throw, catchy my love. You dey make a catchy gold. I dey throw, catchy my love. Catchy gold.
Busy others in others, I am shy. One would is I want to make them body. Maybe I was I. Me go. Or the
Catchy my love. One day without you is disaster in my world. 2 days without you, I go pembe away. Oh baby, that kind joke, don't be playing it with me, no. Nobody fi set my fireplace like you. Tamana na nyabana huko da kamala. Kala baje tuba kuma mi wata. Nyama jibana na kana glom ya to ma go. Baby, won't you catch my love? I dey throw, catch my love. You dey make a catchy go. I dey throw, catch my love. You dey make a catchy go. No, I dey throw, catch my love.
All right, and that is Kachi Kachi by Mike's Quest collaborating with Calvin Boy and Fia. Mensa is saying, by the way, Donnie, he was not on Clubhouse. Donnie was just saying that, you know, he spotted Gary on Clubhouse, but not yet. I had this disappointing... One of our faithful listeners was like, hey, you know what? I want to invite you for a talk on Clubhouse. I said, I don't have iPhone. You know, my iPad has like the old version and it can't handle Clubhouse. She was like, no, Android has it now, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, really? She was like, really? Okay. Then she sent me a link. And then, you know, Android said, you know what, you have to, we are preparing a waiting list. Yep. Sign up now so that you can get on a waiting list. Then I said, sis, I can't go on Clubhouse. So she was like, oh, really? And then and then she was like, you know what, let's just wait. And then I'll invite you again when it happens. I was like, thank you, sis. So that was just a moment of disappointment that I couldn't get on Clubhouse. But anyway, thanks for reminding me, Donnie, and welcome here on the show. Welcome on this sweet Sunday.
Thank you for having me.
How have you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Nice.
I'm good.
Nice,
I can't complain. I had jollof rice today. You know, the jollof rice with that, like a good salad. Mm-hmm. A good salad and chicken. I mean, that's a complete jollof rice, you know. It's not like day 3 of jollof rice where it's like, okay, this is all you got.
Mm-hmm. No, this is day 1 jollof rice.
Yeah, exactly.
Fresh.
Exactly.
My goodness.
So yeah, that was a good moment.
That was a good moment. Oh my Lord.
But you know, yes, it's a good Sunday. We're halfway through May, and I read somewhere that we're almost halfway through the first half of this year, 2021. So time flies. Time flies when you're having fun, and time flies when you're distracted. So either one.
Pretty much. Yep. Which one is it?
Which one is it?
Are we really having fun with Corona, or are we just being?
Exactly.
Are we just distracted?
Exactly. And are we really having fun in this life?
I do know that May has gone by. I couldn't even count the days all of a sudden 16th of May.
Yeah.
May went so, that went really quick.
Yeah, I know, right? Time flies. Well, the music that you listened to was from Mike's Quest. Shout out to Mike's Quest. He was presenting an award for Record Producer of the Year at the Africa Business and
nice.
Arts Awards 2021. He's saying many thanks to fans of my music, new and old, and to my team at Querv. Mike's Quest, we've had him on the show.
Yep.
He's like a serial entrepreneur, and also, like, if you follow him, he's seriously busy, collaborating with Calvin Boy and all of that. But he's also on his business. I mean, like real estate and all of that. I mean, where the money resides.
Yeah, pretty much. Where the money resides.
Where the money resides.
Yes.
That's really what he's up to. So shout out to him. And welcome back again on Africa on Focus. Streaming to you from Amsterdam. Let's say Amsterdam's most dynamic satellite and digital radio station that promotes African culture to Africans in the diasporas. And welcome to Africa on Focus. We meet again here on Sunday. I was thinking something, that if Africa on Focus, if the name is going to bring trouble somewhere as it's, gradually growing, I might change it to Africans on Focus.
Oh.
Because it revolves around the people and stuff like that. Because I realize that focus in Africa is used
Focus
a lot.
on Africa.
It's focus on Africa, focus this and that. So if a new name might be in consideration, it will really be focused on the people.
Africans on Focus.
Africans on Focus, yeah. But that's just thinking out loud. Okay. Man, what's going on in news? What's been happening? What's happening? Are you getting adjusted? Because lockdown is like slightly here in the Netherlands. It is like they are letting go of all limitations.
Pretty much.
How is that on your end?
I feel the same way. I mean, one of the major things is that if everything goes right from Tuesday or from Wednesday next week, the gyms are probably going to open. And already I know that people have been putting in their reservations. Like, people are reserving spots in the gyms. I might have
to wait before I join in because...
Yeah. I mean, most gyms are already full on the Wednesdays and Thursdays. So... And like, imagine the first day you can go to the gym is Friday, but that shows how desperate people are to just get out there and do some have some workout in, which is good. Yeah. Summer body,
Summer body loaded.
Summer body loaded. Summer's around the corner. Yeah. So far, hey, that's it so far. I mean, on my end, that is. I don't know if you're excited about anything regarding the.
You know what? I don't know what to think. Because I look at people and I try not to follow the masses.
Exactly.
So I want to do my best not to speed and think like, hey, we're going back, blah blah blah. Because one thing I do is when I speed, like, I make these funny mistakes. Like, even like to just give like a simple example. When I rush, I forget the smallest things and I bump into people, you know what I mean? And I feel like that kind of sets the tone for my life. Like, if I rush, I'll just be maybe missing some things missing some signs I should get.
Yeah.
So I really want to, go back to whatever this new normal is in stages. Like with the gym thing, obviously I made, some home workouts. I'll probably wait before I reserve a place because I know everybody is, going out. While people are going out for drinks and stuff like that, I'll probably wait on that as well,
right.
And just start with walks through the city center and things like that. And so that I can really not be disappointed. Let's say if they introduce another lockdown, so that I won't go nuts.
Because that's the thing. It's like they've put in. It's an option. I mean, let's say it's in suspense. So they will look at the figures of let's say new cases, and then based on that, they will say on Tuesday whether they enter into the phase 2 or stage 2 of this corona pandemic. But already people are acting like we're already in the stage 2. Go to the gyms, restaurants will be longer open and this and that, which is not the case. It's still an option.
Still locked, yeah. Yeah, it's really and you always find people that will be looking for the suspense. I've even heard one person say, "Oh, I can't wait. Like I am going to get, like intentionally look for trouble. And some people just feel that rush. And what is it? Festival season. Festivals are like it's like holy to Dutch people there because it's a festival country.
I just don't think festivals are going to happen anytime soon.
But they're announcing the August ones and stuff.
Have they already?
They have. Yeah, I've seen some posters and flyers and some. I don't know the names of them, but
yeah. But see, those things, those are like, you know what? Let's wait and see. Wow, for real?
Right.
Nah.
It's interesting. Let's see what happens. Vaccination status. We would definitely say that. Now I hear of Holland picking up and then having moved to AstraZeneca. Pfizer was the one that was messed up, right?
No, AstraZeneca was the one that was messed up. So Pfizer is coming back.
Yeah. They've changed that one.
Yeah, and in the Netherlands so far they've kind of like the most let's see vulnerable group. Many of them have already received their vaccination, so. Right. That is a good sign. I mean, that allows them also to kind of like open or uplift some of the restrictions.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not even halfway or, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, let's just wait to see what happens. Shout out to Mensa Gary who's saying gym is back. Will you be shooting in the gym? Wherever you are listening.
He's saying gym is back. You see? He's already saying it's back. It might not be back.
It might not. Let us know wherever you are listening from. Will you be shooting it back in the gym? Are you making your reservations?
Yep.
What will you be going back to? And of course, how is it in your location? We're really anxious to know about what's happening. A newsflash. Okay, I read something about burnout. Please inform me about this burnout thing. I just recently spoke to somebody who just told me, for the last months I've been suffering from a burnout.
Yeah, I mean, I keep asking people, especially my former colleagues from the office.
Yeah.
I kept asking them, do you feel like you're working more at home or when you were like in the office?
Yeah.
And it's always they have to think about it for a minute.
Yeah.
But then the answer is no, I'm working more from home. Like at home I do more. And I ask why, because I mean, you have the leisure to kind of like pretty much like work, concentrate maybe.
Yeah.
Perhaps like really work strict 8 hours and that's it. But somehow there's some other pressure going on. Either they I don't know, it's from the management or from the company,
right?
That kind of like puts pressure on performance. Right. So now you have to perform more, or you can risk being laid off or something like that. But people are just working more from home. I don't know, are they bored or something? If it was have been me and I'm still working from, let's say, from the office, from a location, so I'm not in this position. However, I would literally have my time. It's like 9 to 5, 8 to 9 to 5.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Even if I still have to work on something, because before that, if you couldn't finish it at work, that was that. You couldn't. Either you stay longer at work, but what you wouldn't do is go home and still work on your work stuff. But somehow people being at home, they can start work at 7 a.m. 4 p.m. they're still working, 5 p.m. they're still working, 6 p.m. they're still working, and then they have dinner, and then that's their life. And some even go on working on the weekends, right? So that made me think, all right, so what's
lockdown?
During this lockdown. And so that made me think, all right, maybe there has to be something going on with people overworking themselves.
All right.
And on top of that, they're not taking any vacations though, or any holidays.
Yeah, they haven't been able, not officially, yeah.
Right. So I came across this article, right, by the NL Times, which saying burnout amongst employees doubled since last fall. Trade unions warn. The number of employees suffering from burnout has doubled since October last year, trade union CNV said. Research amongst 2,600 of their members showed that 1 in 5 employees were close to a burnout, and which is double the figure the union reported in the fall. Some 42% of people who took part in the study said they experienced less pleasure from their jobs compared to before. More than a third of those polled said they felt stress the longer the coronavirus crisis lasted, or felt increasingly downhearted at their jobs. Almost a third of surveyed members said they were more likely to experience tension with other colleagues in the workplace, with 17% saying they face aggression from customers, clients, or those nearby.
Aggression from customers.
Yo, it's like from all sides, from all ends. I mean, the first one already, they experience less pleasure from their jobs.
Right.
Pleasure you experience by communing with your colleagues.
Right.
Your colleagues are not there anymore. The same conversation, the funny conversation you would have in real life over the app. One of my friend was explaining that the jokes are just not the same. Like, you make a joke and then it's just dead.
Right.
It's silent.
Yeah.
So like, you already, this enthusiasm is not there.
It's not.
More than a third of those polled said they felt stressed the longer the coronavirus crisis lasted. Still, there's a pandemic going on. So people still feel the, let's say, the restrictions.
People went wild. I mean,
with the curfew and this and that, that's not going to make you happier. And of course, customers are going to be more
on
edge as well, because they're humans too. And let's say you work for a service company, or maybe for a security company, and the security isn't being delivered as it's supposed to be. The customer, who is human, suffering from, let's say, the psychological implications of this corona pandemic, is going to, let's say, not consciously, but it's going to, overt that upon you as a worker. So that all combines, the
it's a silent killer.
It's a silent killer. So here they say that work stress and burnout complaints are increasing, but the moment we ask for money for a solution, such as the emergency relief fund, they become silent. There's no answer to the question of what are we going to do about this problem, said CNV chair Pete Fortuyn. And the government is not supporting this in any way, shape or form. I'm not surprised. It's the same government that only applauded the healthcare workers for their, let's say, for their
extra work,
for their effort with the during in the beginning of the corona pandemic. Whereas financially, you have to like reimburse them financially.
Did you read about that 250 euros reimbursement they were talking about?
No, I didn't know. No, I thought they were like, no, we don't have that budget.
No, they were debating like, okay,
250.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't make the decision, or they were debating, and it was, they would then like cover all people on the front line, I would say.
Yeah.
240 or 250 euros, and I was like, what is this kind of greedy?
But did they pay it?
Amount? I'm not sure. I have to check that article.
I think they're still debating on that, which is so. Yeah. This is so silly. Like in the States,
are they getting extra?
They received their first. What was it? Oh, they have this plan for it. The payment plan, or they received. My brother received $900
extra.
Yeah, like the first one, and then there was a second one coming. Yeah, like.
So this is because he works in health.
No, not at all. Just because there's a pandemic going on, and he is actually still employed.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, from government.
Yep, from government. This was part of the. I think Trump was still president, and then they take this loan. Or they asked for $4 trillion, and out of that $4 trillion, they will use some billions and give it back to the people, and then use another stuff. Yeah, But
Okay.
here in the Netherlands,
Listen, even if they would offer it, I'll be
Forget
like,
it.
no, I'm good. I'm good because, you know,
why?
people are like traumatized because of that. You know that what's it called, the child.
Yep, they might
yeah,
come
okay.
a year later and be like, you know what? Since you're not working
Exactly.
in
They were like, listen, we checked some details and blah 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 blah. And
you have to pay it back.
oh man,
Oh.
like that is one thing. Maybe I don't know if it goes for every country, but those are like the silent killers that I would not like.
There
to
is no
experience
such
at
thing
all.
as free money in the Netherlands.
No, there is
Not at all.
Not at all, man.
No free service, no free money, nothing.
They will come and chase you down. Like,
Yes.
seriously, they will come and chase you down. Listen, the best I can do without them toeslagen or whatever, man. Because there was also one for entrepreneurs, one that they pushed. Man, I didn't touch it. I was like, no, I'm good.
But I heard you would have to pay.
You have to pay it back or something.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
There was a part. I think there was a part from the beginning. The 1,500 was free.
Okay.
And then the other one, there was another added one, which was up to 4,000 or whatever. That you could borrow, and then you would have to pay with 2% interest or whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, nah, you know what? I don't need this.
I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as I can,
Exactly.
supply for
Survive.
myself and.
Survive. I would rather go back and do some whatever kind of job to sustain myself than receive their kind of money.
Oh,
like these
boy.
people are nuts. But yeah, man, burnout. I talked about it with somebody as well that went through it. And
Yeah.
everything made him nervous. When he was called back on the job, it was nervous, and I think he went to his house doctor. I didn't even know that type of reporting goes to your house doctor.
Oh.
You tell you tell your GP as in like, this is what I'm going through.
Oh, yeah, they
they
should.
get to conclude whether you have a burnout.
Yeah, definitely.
Or not. Interesting, and it's very silent. I must say that because of that colleague, I kind of researched. Okay, what are the symptoms? How does that work?
Yeah.
And I did notice for my own life, if I continue like this. If I continue like this, I am on my way to. So let me just do what is needed to
It's real.
end up in that thing, because you also have some symptoms that come up, like if you're like, let's say you feel nervous in crowded rooms and stuff like that, you feel overwhelmed,
Yes.
all kinds of symptoms. You're starting to drink more coffee and all of those things. So I was like, okay, I'm not in a burnout, but if I don't put time to really focus on what makes you happy, those type of things,
Yeah, you might.
just be so watch out, people, watch out for burnouts.
Yeah,
It's a silent killer. And I think also for I think in general, if you ask me, a lot of Africans can really examine their lives on that better.
Yeah.
Because one thing that we do, like in a working field and stuff, we continue to work more than that usual 5 p.m. it is. We really want to deliver and really ensure that we're on top of our work. Another thing is, as migrants, we come here, we are kind of used to go through uncomfortable position as in terms of housing, all of those things. So when uncomfortable things come, we're like, okay,
kind of like a bit used to it. We can't. Let's say our limits are far
exactly.
further than I think the average Dutch person in here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Some would call it a lack of assertiveness. Some would call it just love and hard work. But I do see that. Kind of like when it's painful, it's good. Kind of. You know what I mean? When it's painful, when it's harsh, hard work, and that. Yeah, I do recognize that.
Yeah, but it can be very can be detrimental.
Yeah. Absolutely.
For me personally, burnouts, it's like the recovery of it is what kind of like makes me worried a bit. As in, it can take so long for people to recover from burnout. It's like getting into it. It's you can literally sit at home for a whole year and still not be mentally ready or medically physically ready to go back in there and work the full hours that
Right.
you were doing before. So that always makes me ask, like what is,
Yeah.
how hard is this a burnout? Like what how severe is it really? But it's, it can be very, very, people should really watch out
Yeah.
for burnout.
Yeah.
I think we should do, maybe if we have a guest on here on like on health or
Yeah.
mental health.
Well, we have Carline coming up in a bit.
All right, we can
To
dive
talk
into
to us.
it.
Hey, Bonze. Yeah, definitely. And some of the signs is, where you're not being able to show your limits. You just kind of feel like you're controlled by
Yeah.
everyone's decisions. When you're feeling
But
tired.
are you aware of
of
it? That's the
I'm
thing.
not sure. This person that I talked to did realize, like, okay, this is too much for me. But he did needed some time to really. He had to spend time focusing on what he likes to do to be able to like be alerted to the other things.
Okay.
So
It's kind of like create that balance
Yeah.
of, okay.
create that balance. He was exercising and things. But taking the time out, he didn't do the eating healthy. Was also a smoker and whatever.
Yeah.
And the enjoyment of life was really gone. Not wanting to get out of bed, feeling tired
Yeah,
and not
exhausted.
being motivated for all the other things. Other physical symptoms would also arise, like headaches,
Yeah.
discomfort, back pains.
Yeah.
Would also be added to it. What else? Some would even like tremble, or some would kind of feel some type of, I don't know, some type of tingling sensation on their back or whatever. Like, everybody has their own symptoms. But yeah, it was really diverse.
Okay.
Another one I also spoke to had a burnout. A mom, mothers tend to, especially if they have taken on the task to like manage a home and work
Yeah.
and all of that, you do it nonstop.
Yes.
Where you're actually supposed to take a break because everything is dependent on your management.
Yeah.
From when the family eats,
Yeah.
from your own work, from when the family, when one gets sick, one child gets sick, and you have to pick them up earlier from school because her head hurts and whatever. It's all subjected to your management.
Yeah.
And when you don't
That's a lot.
have any break.
Nope, that's a lot. And when it comes to like moms, I feel like the good husband
Right.
understands, let's say, has empathy for his wife.
Yeah.
But the better husband
Right.
creates a free space or a free time
Right.
daily for his wife.
Daily.
Daily.
Okay.
Either you guys wake up the same time or she wakes up earlier. But
Right.
as soon as you wake up, you tell her, this hour, I don't know what you want to do, but
It's for you.
it's for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna just sit there and watch the kids or do something, make
Right.
breakfast, but take this time out. Because literally from the time they wake up until they go to
They go to
sleep
bed, yeah.
is
It's management.
management.
Yeah.
Management themselves, the kids, the work, you. Right? So I think the better husband literally, like, you know what? Hey, this hour's for what
Yeah, you're right.
if it's in the afternoon, the morning, the evening, just that free time that, hey, don't worry about anything. Just you. That's it. Not when you're going to sleep or when you're in bed.
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
even when they're already in bed, they're still thinking, oh, this and that. But nope. Just like, that's it. You're still awake. Hey, take this time
Right,
off. And
right.
daily, because it's necessary, especially in this pandemic. But
That's a good one. How do you know this?
I don't know, and I don't have a wife.
Look at that, ladies. He's single. You see, that is somebody who thinks ahead. I think that's a good perspective
Yeah.
because I don't know. Maybe this last year I've just been zooming into like this people that run into that new phase of life, whether becoming a mother or father or whatever. What is it about that makes you stressed out? But just going on that wheel non-stop, no break, forgetting about even what makes you happy, your things, and just be doing that all around. It will burn you out.
Yeah.
It would definitely
Yeah.
burn you out.
Yeah.
So It's a silent killer, people. Let us know wherever you are in the world. We are talking about what's going on. As we discuss news flash and how burnouts are slightly and slowly kind of creeping up on people, as we're also concerned of our health, do let us know how you are doing. Do you have any of that, and I'm talking about from getting out of bed, not feeling motivated, feeling extra tired, and so forth and so forth. Do talk to us about it. And hopefully our conversation that we'll also have in a bit, because our conversation with Carline Onyamea has to do with immune system. But as her being a health expert, specifically on food, I'm sure that, she has some tips as well as it relates to the mind and all of that. All that in a bit here on Africa on Focus. But first, let's listen to some music. Then we'll get back to talk to our health expert. She is our returning guest. I believe that the knowledge that she brings will really help us improve on things. Because of her, I got into juicing. I've been doing that for like a year now. Due to whatever health challenges came my way, had to kind of sit down and reassess again what I could do. So juicing has really been a thing for me, that even my breakfast, I start the day, my first breakfast, really with a good juicing that involves some of the tips that she gave, the ginger, chia seeds, celery, all of those type of things. So her health tips are really ones that we could definitely need, and I just want to know more and how I can live a balanced life. I don't do diets, I do lifestyle.
That's right.
That's really and that's tweetable. And I am longing to know more, so all of that, and in a bit we will be talking to Carline Onyamea. And also you get to ask some questions about health, so please get your notebooks and all of that stuff, and do join this conversation. But first, let's listen to Nafima with her record called Nobody, and we'll be right back.
I know you know some wonder. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder. And I start to consider the trees, the birds, the earth you made. Oh, what a wonder. I searched, could find no one like you. Nobody, from the north to the east to the west, couldn't find nobody like you. Nobody like you. Nobody. Nobody. From the north to the west. Nobody. Yeah. Nobody. So my soul sings, so how great thou art. Nobody great. My soul sings. My soul sings. My soul sings. My soul sings. Nobody. How great. How great. How great. How great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh hini kukruko biara tusewa. Nobody like you. Oh yeah, oh hini kakrakanya beji watimo. We'll praise you, God. Nobody, nobody, this is no one. Nobody compares. Nobody, 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 nobody. So my soul sings, you're so great. Nobody great, so sing. Nobody greater than
body like chocolate, African woman. Your body like chocolate, fine woman. Taste I gon' never forget, African woman. Body like chocolate, fine woman. Your body like chocolate, African woman. Your body like chocolate. Body sweet like cocoa. She shy, so we taking it slow. You there for my mind, but you already know the way she unwind, I go lose my control. Oh, say, baby, if I make call, so we lose ourselves in love. I go do anything for your love, fine woman. Your body like chocolate, African woman. Your body like chocolate, fine woman. Taste I gon' never forget, African woman. Body like chocolate, fine woman. Your body like chocolate, African woman. Your body like chocolate. The way your waist wine, following the baseline. Take it low. Take it slow. Take it easy. Nyabo trena mi, yo fe. Da. Maybe if I make call, so we lose ourselves in love. I go do anything for your love. Miss it from my man. Fine woman. Your body like chocolate, African woman. Your body like chocolate, fine woman. Taste I gon' never forget, African woman. Body like chocolate, fine woman. Your body like chocolate, African woman. Your body like chocolate.
Shout out to Kwabena Awute with this record called Fine Woman. Kwabena Awute recently dropped another single, which I've yet to listen to, but shout out to you, Ghana, Amsterdam-based artist. Really one to look out for. You should really check out his music. You know what? I rap all, artists that, are on the rise. I know the struggle. I know what it takes. So, by the way, if you have new records out that you feel really fit the High Radio playlist, make sure that you send it to radio@africaonfocus.com, and I'll add you to the playlist so that we could play your music. It's all about having people to hear what you do. Anyway, welcome back to Africa on Focus on High Radio, Amsterdam's most dynamic satellite station. Here on Africa on Focus, every Sunday we get to share our success stories. We interact with Africans all around the world, and we share their stories. We ensure that we start the conversation that will help you elevate yourself, career, business, and whatever to that next level. And also a slight commercial break. Africa on Focus is made possible by Austin. www.byaustin.com is a company that focuses on your brand and communications, strategy, and even business development. We all sort that out. So if you're looking for that, want some more info, make sure that you visit the website www.byaustin.com. Also, a shout out to Be Artists, because Be Artists is Black owned, good African owned business that provides web hosting and streaming. If you are looking for that, whether that be a domain name or full service website, you might want to visit www.beartist.eu, and they will definitely sort you out. They have whatever it takes, and also good customer service. So whenever there is trouble, they will be the first to attend to your needs. Another thing also is Ghana's preferred hospitality recruiter, is hiring. Core Hospitality, which is a Ghana-based recruitment company that focuses on the hospitality industry, is looking to expand. Do you have what it takes to become anything in hospitality, operational manager, director, all of those titles that are in the hospitality industry? You might want to get in touch with Core Hospitality GH. They are a hospitality company with a focus on concierge, recruitment, and consulting, and being the preferred recruiter for various hotels, restaurants, and bars in Accra. They are very much aware of what is needed in the industry. So, are you the one who has the expertise from abroad or wherever that you are, and you are ready to hit the hospitality industry? You might want to get in touch with them. You can go to their website, www.corehospitalitygh.com. You can also contact them through an email, which is info@corehospitalitygh.com. Also, simply send them a WhatsApp or call 2+233 54 247 6370. I repeat, +233 54 247 3670, and I'm sure they will help you on your way. Anyway, back to Africa on Focus. We've got some interesting topics. The next half hour plus, we are going to talk to Carline Onyamea, who's our returning guest and who knows all of what it means to live healthy, be healthy, and everything in between. Let's see. She's been waiting for us backstage. We've been keeping her up, and without further ado, let's just welcome Carline here so that we can get to talk and see where she's at and what we can do to boost our immune system. Hello, Carline. How are you? Let's see if she can hear us. Hello, Carline. How are you? I think she has time to connect. Oh, she just logged off again. Well, let's just make sure that we get to sort that out in the background. Oh, shout out to Slim, man. Slim is the main man behind everything. Like, he rules all the what's it called, the buttons and everything, and he's here backstage. He tells us what to do. Think about that. it looks all interesting with all the spins around and things here, but he is really the main man behind it. So wherever you are, give a shout out to Slim, because he's definitely our main man behind the scenes. Let's see if and now Carline can hear us. Hello, Carline. Oh, she bounced off again. Let's see when she comes back. Anyway, what we are talking about today is how to boost our immune system. Last time when we had her on the show, and we've discussed this with a lot of doctors, is that a lot of us thought that we could fight COVID with, a homemade mixture of ginger and and some spices and all of those things, but yeah, they happen to be not true. But there are some good things about doing that, and food makes you feel good, and also there's richness to of course the gingers and everything. So I know there is a lot of things that needs to be done. Let's see if Carline can hear us now. Hello, Carline. How are you?
Hey,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How have you been?
Okay. Sorry?
How have you been?
Oh, I've been good. I just have to get used to this because I'm now on the phone. I'm not using my laptop, so I really have to get used to this because I don't know how this is working. I can only see myself, but I can't see you.
No worries. I'm sure that Slim is fixing that. There's also a bit of small echo here, but no worries. We'll be working on how that works. He's running and everything. Well, first things first, we just want to welcome you here back on the show. I hope that you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
great,
great,
awesome.
awesome.
Welcome back on
Welcome
the
back on the
show. It's
show.
good to
It's
have
good
you
to have you
here. We
here.
have
We have
so many
so many
questions
questions
that
that
relate to
relate to
the
the
health,
health
because
because
you are
you are
slightly
slightly
becoming like
becoming
our
like
health
our health
guru.
guru.
That's really
That's
what
really what
what,
Oh.
what you're
what you're
becoming,
becoming,
and
and
I
I
absolutely love
absolutely
that
love
video
that
that you
video that
also
you also
shared on
shared
social
on social
media
media
about
about
boosting
Thank you.
the immune
the immune
Yeah.
system.
system.
But
But
first, how
first,
are you
how are you
doing? Where are
doing?
you
Where are
in
you in
life?
life?
Where is
Where
life
is
taking
life
you right
taking you
now?
right now?
Oh, where life is taking me. All is well with me. I cannot complain, in this day and age where it's kind of like hectic what is going on, but everything is in a way looking at going back to normal again. The stores are open, the gyms are opening. So yeah, I do feel some kind of relief, sense of relief. Yeah. So honestly, where life is taking me, I think I'm going in the right direction. That's how I can say
A good feeling.
it.
A good feeling
Yeah.
to have. A good feeling to have. And how are you adjusting? Like, gyms are open and things, and we know that you are really, sensitive about the heart, the workout things. Will you be
Oh,
going
yeah.
back to workout mode straight away, or will you wait until like the rush flies off? Because now everybody will be, you know, subscribing to work out like crazy.
Mm. Me? Oh my God, I'll be the first one because I am so excited that the gyms are opening again. I'll be the first one to just go on board because honestly, I prefer to work out at the gym than working out at home. So when I got to hear that the gyms are opening, I'm like, woo, thank God, finally, I
Yeah,
can go, finally. So I have that kind of vibe now. Yeah.
very much excited.
Hmm. Oh yes.
Donnie can't wait either.
Okay. He's
I
also gym freak.
Yeah.
he's also a gym freak. Oh yeah, more or less. But my I have a let's say, how do you say it? I'm not going in like hard right away.
Okay.
I'm going to ease my body, kind of like
Okay.
reintroduce myself into the gym, on a
Yeah.
4-week program, and then we can hit the weights.
Right.
But yeah, I
Right.
have a
Right.
whole plan
That's a good
program
thing.
going on.
So who's creating that
Okay.
program? Did you make it yourself?
Oh yeah, I mean I've been
Okay.
working out for like 10 years, so
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
10 years, people.
wow.
So
Yeah, I salute you, sir. Wow.
I should definitely get some tips from him. So Caroline,
Uh,
well, obviously last time we asked you how has this pandemic been for you, and for you has been some, a way to kind of reflect back on what's good for your health
yeah.
and all of
mhm.
that. How has it been from then till now? Adjusting, living the healthy life, managing it
Mhm.
all. How has that been for you, and how do you get to manage life and health, because it takes
Oh,
work?
mhm. Mhm. I'm glad you mentioned that. It really, really takes work. I will tell you, it's not easy at all
Right.
because you you want to live healthy, you want to eat fruits and vegetables every day, and you know what to do, and like, okay, I should at least consume 250 grams of vegetables every day and at least two pieces of fruit a day. But then you go through some things and you're looking for comfort food, and then you eat a Snicker or a chocolate bar and all of these things. You order a pizza and you're like, shoot, I shouldn't have been doing this. And then you readjust yourself. I'm like, okay, I'm going back on track again. I'm going to eat healthy, healthy, healthy. And then you're like on the right track, and then you decide, okay, I'm going to fast and I want to cleanse myself from all the things I've been consuming that were not good for me. And then you are on that path, and then you go right back to square one. So it has, for me personally, it has been very hectic. It has not been easy. I'm still in the process of living like the healthy lifestyle, but I noticed that it is not easy at all, at all. So yeah, I'm still managing with all of that.
Yeah. Are you
Mhm.
back on vegan life?
Well, vegan not, but vegetarian, yeah. Vegan is like my end goal, like only plant based, like only like how the Rastafarians eat, like ital food, but other than that, I want to go there, but I'm not ready. I'm really
Right.
not ready. Like I have to do a lot of detox, cleansing, like I have to get rid of a lot of things within the body. Because if you want to really go into that lifestyle, you should not have any cravings for the processed foods anymore, basically. So it's not that easy, but I'm planning to go there, but I'm not ready for it yet. Yeah.
That's a good sense of reality, because some people push themselves and then they crash and then they're like, oh no, I back, and then they end it with like a mean burger and you know, like dramatic.
I can relate. I mean, like, screw it. I'm not doing it no more.
Donnie's laughing, but those are the stories that I've heard. Like, people go in, like, get like a fat, juicy burger, and they're like, go through it, like they're rushing and they're eating like they've missed out on meat all these years, like, you know. That's how it goes. So it's quite dramatic for a lot of people. But I hear what you're saying, like, you need to prepare.
But like,
very well.
I have a question. How long would you need like to prepare yourself for you know, like a vegan, fully, let's say for a year long, just vegan food?
How does that work?
How long would you have to prepare yourself, you think?
Well, first of all, you know, it really differs, but if you're the type of person that likes to change radically, like, I'm not going to eat meat, no dairy, nothing, they can change like that, and you will never want to eat it no more. But when it comes to creating a new habit, you know, we know that, I don't know if you heard of the 21-90 rule, that it takes 21 days to create a habit and 90 days to create a lifestyle. If you can abstain from animal products like meat, milk, like anything that is processed, any animal product for the next 90 days, like nothing of that sort at all, I really think that you can live off of that type of vegan diet, so to speak.
Okay.
But then you really have to be serious on that path. But I have never tried it before, but I think it may work if you do it like that, like 90 days, no meat, no dairy, nothing. So that's what I honestly think.
Right. So in other words, there's a bit of prep needed for it, for let's just say at least a week.
Yeah. At least a week. Like, you can build it off. So let's say you're used to eating meat. You can be like, okay, if you're used to eating meat every single day, you can be like, okay, I'm only going to eat meat twice a week, then twice a week, then once a week, until your body has gotten a little bit used to not eating meat at all. Then you go on to the next thing. Okay, now I'm not eating meat. How can I prepare myself? Like, I'm not going to consume yogurts or milks. And then you do it, like, let's say you're used to drinking it every day, do it like 6 times a day, then 5 times a day, then 4 times a day, until you reach once a day, until you don't reach it at all. You know, that is how you can prepare yourself to abstaining from these things for good.
Got it.
That's how that's actually, honestly, that's how I did it. Like, I didn't eat meat as often, and I realized, like, hey, actually I don't need meat, I can do without it. So that's how I was like, nah, I don't need this, so I'm vegetarian, like, for real, like, I'm done with this.
Can a vegan eat jollof rice?
A vegan can eat jollof rice? Okay. I have to honestly think about it, because honestly, there are no animal products.
Pretty much.
Is rice with stew, but it depends on what is in the stew. If there are, like, you know, meat without meat, you know, in a way, it is possible.
And the cube, right? If it's garlic or meat
shrimp.
base, shrimp or whatever. Those are the things you should kind of be aware of.
Yeah.
And then for flavoring, you would have to add lots of spices and not anything that was in touch with meat or anything.
Okay.
So
like, that's very strict. Like,
But so rice you can eat rice, right? Okay. That's just interesting. Very interesting about the vegan lifestyle. But it's good to know that you know, vegetarian is doable. I think that's also very doable for a lot of people. I guess.
Mhm.
Looking at this period, because now we are where we're at and all of that.
Mhm.
Boosting the immune system. That's really what it's about.
Mhm.
Just to clarify a lot of facts, rumors about how to boost the immune system, and even if that's possible. First
Mhm.
and foremost, you would like to know, because you are food. Is it
Mhm.
even possible to boost your immune system with the food that is around us?
Hmm.
And what does boosting it
Honestly,
mean?
okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, let me even start with this, huh? Because to keep it a 100%, to keep it a stack, if we really want to boost the immune system and boost our health, the foods that is being sold in the grocery stores is compromised.
Okay.
It's not the real deal. They put a lot of things in the food to make the food to preserve the food a little longer,
Right.
for better crops. Um, but it is possible to do so, to boost the immune system. It's possible to improve your health. But the thing is, if we want to really do it the right way, we should abstain from the processed foods. The foods that are in packages, like anything that comes in a package with more than one ingredient, like those foods we have to abstain from, because it are those foods that weaken the body system, including the immune system. So yeah, the foods actually here that are selling in the grocery stores, most of the foods, they're compromised. So it will be able to have a certain effect, but not as the 100% organic, the one that you grew yourself. You didn't put any pesticides in it, you didn't put any herbicides in it, you just you have grown it organically. Those are the foods that like, yes, this is 100% mango, this is a 100% cucumber. It's not compromised, it's not gonna have any, it's not that it will have a side effect, but the nutritional value of that particular food has not been compromised. But
Right.
with the foods that we're selling right here, yeah, it has been.
Hmm. Okay. And does
Hmm.
it? Because one of the thing is also that once the season changes, even all of the health stores and things recommend
Hmm.
all kinds of vitamins. Vitamin C, get you this, get you that, get you this.
Yeah.
How about that? Is there truth to that? Does it really help? And yeah, what is recommended in that sense?
Yeah, when it comes to vitamins and minerals, these are just supplements. This is to supplement your diet. So you should actually be consuming a balanced diet, with enough fruits, enough vegetables, and you use these supplements to supplement any deficiencies of these micronutrients, which are the vitamins and minerals. So yes, there is some truth to it. Like for instance, if you're going through a fever and stuff, you may need a lot of vitamin C. And you may consume foods that contain vitamin C, like the kiwi, for instance, or other citrus fruits like the grapefruit. But if you want more than that, you can always take a vitamin C supplement. You know, so that is it does have truth to it. It's a very good way to supplement any deficiencies. Like let's say you're not eating enough iron, the vitamins, the minerals can that the supplements can be like an addition to the foods that you consume. So it is a good way, yeah, to
Mm.
make the diet that you have complete, so to speak. But you should not see it like, okay, I'm going to take this vitamin C supplement, which is like 2,000 milligrams, because they recommend that you shouldn't consume more than 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, because that would have adverse effect on your system. But it shouldn't be that you will only consume that and you're like, okay, I'm good on that. So you're basically relying on the supplements. It is very necessary that you consume the fruits and vegetables. And if you decide for yourself to eat those vitamins and minerals, then go ahead. But your main focus should be your nutrition.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that comes back to what your lifestyle really is,
Mhm.
as in what your eating habits are.
Yeah, yeah. That is very important. Yeah.
So then I have a question. The supplements, right?
Mhm.
You can find at the drugstore or even in the local supermarkets. You can find them. Are
Mhm.
they natural or are they processed or chemically
Yeah.
made?
Okay, they're actually not natural because if you look at the ingredients, you will see a whole lot of ingredients like methyl dicarbonate phosphate, da 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 da, and then eventually you see vitamin C. So yeah, they have they have put a lot of things in those things to create a vitamin C pill. You know, like it's not 100% natural.
Okay.
If you want the
Organic.
natural vitamin C, go to a kiwi. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you want the natural vitamin A, go to a carrot. You know, then you know like okay, there is vitamin C, vitamin this and that in that. But when it comes to the supplements, there are a whole lot of other ingredients added, and then you have the vitamin C. You know, so it is not 100%. That's why I recommend that you don't um, 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 take the vitamins as like how do I say it, like you should take it like a supplement to supplement what you're already eating. You
Right.
should basically be able to do without it. That is the whole point I'm trying to make, because all these vitamins that we want in our food is actually already in the food,
Okay.
you
So,
know. So if you're eating healthy, if you're already consuming healthy, you're eating fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, herbs,
mhm.
you don't really need those vitamins and minerals because they're already in those natural foods.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I actually, and this I'm asking for personal advice here. So I have a strict, let's say, diet, or I have a eating lifestyle that is quite is healthy, but it's
Hmm.
not balanced. As in,
Okay.
nowhere within my let's say eating pattern or eating lifestyle would you find vitamins.
Okay.
So no, for real, I don't buy
Okay.
fruits, nor do I buy vegetables.
You don't.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do eat them, like when
Wow.
I'm at my friends and I
You.
see, hey, that's a that's
There's
a
a nice juicy tangerine.
let me grab that. That's a banana. Let me have it. However,
Uh-huh.
I never buy those stuff, nor from the market or the supermarket.
Uh-huh.
My question is, which vitamins are the most important,
Uh-huh.
and how to get them organic? Like, which fruits do I go to or vegetables do I go to for those vitamins? Maybe top 10 vitamins or maybe top 5. Like, something that I know that, okay, you don't want to buy vegetables nor fruits, but, just buy, these are the essentials.
Right.
I want
Mm.
to cover the
Okay.
essentials.
Okay. Like, woo, wow. Then how do you survive? Because I'm
I'm
like,
still here.
you're still alive. No, but okay. The thing is, wow. What I will recommend you, because if you don't want to eat those things, I recommend you get sea moss gel, or you can get the sea moss, and in that are the minerals. Like, how many minerals? Da 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 da. Was it 104 or 96? It's like most 95% of the minerals that your body needs. So it's like a super food.
It's a thing now,
That is
isn't
what
it,
you
CMOS?
Yeah, but it really helps. It's a very good way to consume, to have a lot of minerals in just one
Oh,
single sea vegetable, so to speak.
and
You
it's
Right.
called
know,
CMOS.
those yeah, sea moss gel. You can get like the sea moss gel or the sea moss, and then you basically soak it with water. You leave it like that overnight, and then you blend it, and it becomes like a gel kind of substance.
Okay.
Or you just go to Holland and Barrett's, or you just go online and you get the sea moss gel, and you make like a smoothie out of it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one that's for the minerals. But then for the vitamins, um, it's very important that you need iron. You need potassium. Potassium is very important. That is mostly found in banana. Iron, potassium. You need folate. You need vitamin C. That is for your immune. The vitamin C really boosts and strengthens the immune system. Vitamin A is mostly for your eyes, your bones, your hair. Actually, to be very honest with you, you need actually almost all the vitamins you can get. And
it's like, don't you dying on the inside?
I cannot give you a shortcut. The only thing I can tell you is like, you know what? You have to eat fruits and vegetables because you need all of them. Because let's say that I would tell you, okay, eat potassium. You know, like the banana contains a lot of potassium. You may, but potassium needs calcium to do its work the right way. You know, but I didn't mention calcium. You know, and then calcium may need magnesium to do its work, and then magnesium may need phosphate. So basically, you need everything. You know, you have to consume fruits and vegetables for your health, right? Like otherwise, honestly, you will have deficiencies. I'm just telling you straight up. I'm telling you straight up. You will have a lot of deficiencies, and for me personally, if I have vitamin deficiencies, I can see ulcers in my mouth and in my gum. You know, then I know like, okay, Caroline, you should eat more vegetables. I mean fruits.
I get that thing on my tongue.
Your thing.
I forgot the name, but those type. I forgot the name, but it's annoying. It comes in like a pimple on your tongue, and it just sticks around until you eat fruit, and then it leaves.
Oh,
yeah, you don't know that one.
Yeah,
I've been having those, but I never. For real.
Yeah, oh, see, those are one of the symptoms.
I thought I might have bit my tongue somewhere somehow.
No. No, your body will always tell you like, there's something wrong. Like you have a deficiency somewhere, so it will show. Snap. You know, so it will show like, nah, you're vitamin deficient because you have a certain ulcer on your tongue or your gum or out there. Yeah. You know, and then you know like, oh shit, I gotta eat more fruits and vegetables. You know,
the thing is, I stopped eating fruits, namely because of the sugars that came with it, right? So I adopted this as low carb diet, almost like a ketogenic diet, where I eliminated most, let's say, or eliminate sugars at all. But where people from my the research or from my knowledge, where people go wrong is the fact that when they counting carbs or counting sugars, they never count those that they get from the fruits and vegetables, right? Yeah. Only let's say from candy and this and that. Yeah. But to me, it was like, no, all sugars is sugar. All all glucose is glucose. So that's how I took it kind of like out of my diet. And let's say the vitamins were just collateral damage. But I think I do need a little bit of let's say sugars in my life or carbs, because they come with the good vitamins. So be it. But okay, so I would definitely have to catch up on some vitamins then. Oh,
you better change your ways.
Yeah. Let's address those pimples on the tongue.
No, I had no idea.
Yes, Tony. Yes. So this is an epiphany for you now.
It is.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I am happy Caroline is able to help you. Yes. Find out. These are the type of information that is very much needed. In the meantime, I just want to give a shout out to a few people who are appreciating this conversation. GH Kings, a shout out to you. Good to have you back again. Who's saying, whoa, Miss, thank you for educating us. This is very helpful. Shout out to you. Also a shout out to Onyamea, who was saying, I think she's commenting on something that Gary said. Gary said that most women like meat, because Gary was asking, is fish a meat? And I think he asked this once, the conversation about vegan, vegetarian. So could you explain, Caroline, the meat thing? Where is it eliminated? I think it's already eliminated at the vegetarian state, or we also have pescatarian these days. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
could you give
yeah,
us an idea, like where is meat eliminated, where does fish comes in, so that there is clarity on that?
yeah. So you have a pescatarian. Those people are people that only eat fish and not meat like beef, chicken, fowl, but only fish. Seafood. Then you have the vegetarian. They don't eat meat and they also don't eat fish, but they do eat like other animal products like eggs, milk, dairy. Then you have the vegan. They're basically plant-based. They don't eat any milk, basically nothing animal product. So no meat, no fish, no
Right.
milk, no eggs, nothing that
jeez.
has got to do with an animal. Then you also have those that are fruitarians. They only eat fruits.
Oh
Then you
wow.
also have the alkaline diet. Basically, people who only eat fruits that have an alkaline base, you know? Then you
Okay.
have those people that are the juicers. They only drink juices, vegetable juices, fruit juices. They have the raw foodists. They don't cook their food at all. Everything comes in its natural state. So they may blend their food. They may sun dry their food. They may juice their food,
Yeah.
basically. But they do eat nuts and stuff, seeds. So that's basically, yeah, what it is.
And then you have the Donis.
There,
What?
yeah.
And then you have the
People like you.
Donitarians.
We don't eat fruits. They don't eat fruits. They don't eat vegetables. Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh wow. So there
Yeah.
are different stages to this. I actually didn't realize
Hmm.
that vegetarian also eliminates fish, in its
Yeah.
actual meaning. I wasn't aware of that. I thought that vegetarian. So which stage are you? Do you eat fish or?
No, I don't eat fish at all. I don't eat fish. I don't eat meat. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm at the vegetarian stage. Yeah.
Wow. Eliminating fish, that would be a challenge for me. Man, that would be really
Oh,
be a challenge. But hey, maybe I'll try it. Let's see.
who knows? One day. You never know.
You never know. You never know. Absolutely. Well, thanks for clarifying that. I think it also helps for people to kind of know whatever they're into. And it reminds me, because I'm following this lady, I forgot her name, on Instagram, and she and her family, she has the lady of the house, they moved to only eating plant-based, and she doesn't even use heat for her dinners at all.
Monique?
So
Wow.
everything, sorry?
Monique?
I'm not sure what her name is. I'll find out.
An actress? Or stand-up
No,
comedian?
no, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
She's kind of like a food influencer that moved to Hawaii, that kind of type life. And her
Okay.
meals are very colorful, like really. And she noticed
Yeah.
that her hair started growing better.
Wow.
Like she noticed like a good improvement on her life, her moods and everything.
Oh yeah.
What
Yeah.
about the moods aspect? How come food and what we eat in that sense, also influences our mood? How come? And what can we do from that? Because I know a lot of people don't believe don't believe in that bit. Well, what can you say about that?
Well, people don't believe it. It's true, and it's really really true. Even today, yeah. I just have a confession to make because I ate a lot of unhealthy foods, and because sometimes I have those moments where I just snack and I eat chocolate and chips and stuff,
Right.
and I feel very restless. And the thing about it is these foods that are unhealthy, like these junk foods, they are acidic in nature. And whenever a certain food, like these junk foods, for instance, are acidic, it will come into contact with your body, and it will be like it gives this uncomfortable feeling, like this is not supposed to be here,
Right.
and you will feel this type of restlessness because this particular food doesn't really it doesn't go well with the body, and it will really start to affect your mood. That's for me personally. But it are mostly foods that are acidic in nature. So like the meat, for instance, a lot of meats, a lot of junk food. It makes it like it takes a lot of energy for the body to digest it in the
Right.
right way, and it will have an effect on your mood. Like if you pay very close attention to those people that are very plant-based, they only eat fruits and vegetables, look at the state of their being, like how how are they actually, how is their mood? Are they more calm and more happy and more excited, or are they more like aggressive in a way? But if you compare it to those people that consume lots of junk food, lots of meat, you will see there's a certain level of aggression. I don't want to make it like meat eaters against plant based.
The verses.
I don't want to say it like that.
Right.
Yeah, but if you notice, people that tend to eat more cleaner have a certain way of behaving than people who don't eat as clean. You know, that is. But me, I can't tell like, okay, just because you eat unhealthy, you have a messed up mood is because of the food. For me personally, when I eat unhealthy, I feel very restless, and I don't feel at peace. I feel very agitated.
Right.
But when I eat fruits, I eat plant-based, and especially when I fast, when I don't eat at all, my energy levels go up, and I feel this sense of peace and calmness, but also excitement. You know, like very, you know, like it's very weird, but I really feel that way when once I eat plant-based or I fast. Yeah.
Right.
So I believe it does have an effect on your mood.
So how do you convince a person that has like is saying, listen, I don't know, all I know is my children give me stress, you know, life, my job give me stress. Like they haven't tasted the difference, right, between that what you are talking about and their place. So they don't know the difference between their state of life now and what else is out there. How do you convince such a person? Because most of the time it is like health issues that brings people to the place of adjusting. You know what I mean?
When it's already too late.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Wow. That's a very deep question, to be honest.
Because in your case, it was because I remember you saying you were overweight, which we can't imagine. You know, that brought you that brought you there. Like there's some moment in life that brings people to that stage, you know what I mean? But like for a lot of people that are just, they feel like they cook the best way, that's how they were brought up and stuff like that, they'd be like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I like good food, you know. Sometimes you can use a little this oil and that oil, you know. Unless you kind of show them like, okay, you can lose on the fat without having to go through surgery or whatever, then they're not convinced. You know.
They really have to hit like rock bottom for them to realize. Because if you stand in the mirror and you're like, damn, but I really don't like the way I look, you know, like shit, I gotta lose weight, then it's gonna start aching you. And when people are also seeing like, I think you have to lose some weight, then they're gonna realize like, shit, maybe what she's saying is making a lot of sense. And if you're also, and also another thing, if you're also raised a certain way and you eat a certain amount of, you have a certain diet that you continuously eat, and at a given point, for me, I think, shouldn't you realize that that could be the cause of you gaining weight or not looking good, or probably having some bumps in your face, or you having diabetes or high blood pressure? You know, like, I don't know, maybe, to me it is logic. If I see that I have like an inconsistency in my body, I know immediately like, nah, I must have eaten something wrong,
right?
You know. But for those people, until they really hit rock bottom, they will start to think and analyze their life and start to observe a lot of things, like, wait, what could be the cause of me going through this? Why am I feeling this way? You know, and I don't think they will blame it on their children, because they didn't do nothing. You know.
Gotcha.
But I think they will look at themselves like something is wrong somewhere. You know.
I have a question.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
So then, where would you, what would you say that, or I mean, advise people to look at in order to determine whether their nutrition is right or is balanced? Like, what are the things that they should look out for? That, okay, if you feeling tired every day, every single day, it doesn't matter like what time you go to sleep. That may be a sign of, hey, watch your nutrition, what you eat, or like if you're having a bump on your tongue, that could be a sign of like what are the things that we should look at? Because in all honesty, with myself, I've never felt that I was, let's say, deficient of any vitamins until you just said this. That's one. But for instance, like tiredness, I'm always fit and up and going. I never as long as I'm mentally sane, I'm okay. I'm not one to feel like, oh, I'm in a different mood and this and that. No, I don't deal with those things. So for me, but it's others. Maybe some other people are really going through their emotional. There's more to it that they can look out for, that can actually point them to their nutrition.
Right. My advice is pay very close attention to your body. Any type of inconsistency. It can be like, the healthy way for your digestive system to empty itself. Basically, you go to the bathroom. If it takes like if you go to the bathroom every 2 or 3 days, that is not a good sign. That is like you have a deficiency of like dietary fiber. You don't have enough dietary fiber. You should be going to the bathroom at least every day, at least once a day. That can be an indication like, okay, something isn't right somewhere. Yeah. Another thing. What?
Well, listen, I think this.
I've been used to 4 days. No, just joking.
I think this talk is gonna turn Donnie's life around. I mean.
Yeah, I'm very honestly. Maybe I'm wrong, but it could be, Donnie, that you are not going to the bathroom every day. I think maybe every 2, 3, 4 times.
Yeah,
every day. Or are you going
every 2 days? And
every 2 days.
And I can hold it to 3 or 4.
Are you serious?
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep it real, because this is very important, because the thing is, if you don't have enough dietary fiber, and those comes from the fruits and vegetables, especially from the fruits, the skin of the fruits. If you don't consume these things, your digestive system is not as active. It's not removing the waste. It should remove the waste constantly. So these are one of the signs. Like, okay, wait, how often is my bowel movement? Is it as regular as it should be, like at least once a day? And when I look at my bowel, like the feces that comes out of it, what is the color of it? Is it brownish? Is it like grayish? Like these things can be indications like, I think I should change the way I eat. This is just one example. Another example is for the women. When it comes to the vaginal discharge,
right?
If we have a very unclean way of eating, the vagina is going to tell you, like, is going to secrete certain discharge. Yeah. It's going to tell you something, right. Like you may have a white kind of discharge. It can be yellowish. It can even smell. Your vagina may start to itch.
Dear.
All of these things are indications of what you are eating, And if your diet is a lot of meats and a lot of dairy, and also especially a lot of sweets. Sugar. White sugar is a very dangerous thing. Like a lot of
I've
sweets
abandoned white sugar ages ago now.
Yeah. Because that thing, it's not a good thing.
It's poison.
Like
she just said
it's straight poison.
It is.
Like, don't consume white sugar. Like, I have to even learn that, because I love sweets, but I have to stop eating those things. It's not good, But the thing is, for the women, you will see a certain vaginal discharge, and you have to pay attention to the color. You also have to pay attention to if it smells, if it itches. Then you know that I think I have to change the way I eat. Once you go plant-based and you only eat fruits and vegetables, you will notice that that thing is going to leave immediately, you know. So that is for the digestive system and the vagina. Then also when it comes to how do I say it? There are a lot of things actually you should pay attention. When you look at your face, for instance, if you have a lot of acne and pimples on your face, or especially if you have a lot of pimples on your face, it can tell you that your blood is unclean. So your skin is actually the best indicator to tell you that you are unclean. So you need to cleanse yourself. If your skin is very rough and you have a lot of pimples, especially on your face, you could tell, like, I have to change the way I eat, because it's the body's way of trying to get rid of all the uncleanliness. So it's gonna happen through your skin. Sure. And people with a lot of pimples, is basically unclean things that wants to leave basically the body, and it will happen through your face. It can happen on your arms and different areas of your body. So what it comes down to is that you have to pay very close attention to the symptoms of your body. Like I said earlier, if you have a vitamin deficiency, look at the ulcers in your mouth, for instance. Then you wouldn't know, like, oh, I have a vitamin deficiency, but you will see, like, nah, something unusual is happening. This is not what I'm used to. Like, why do I have an ulcer all of a sudden? Or why do I have like a herpes somewhere all of a sudden? It could be that you have been infected with someone who does have herpes, but it can also be that your immune system is a little bit low, and you need to basically boost your immune system, and the herpes will eventually leave. So your body will always tell you something that is wrong, and most of the times it's linked to the way you eat. If you don't eat enough plant-based foods, you're gonna have a lot of deficiencies, So that's basically what it is. Yeah.
I love that. Good information, man. In the meantime, shout out to John Royal, CEO, who says Donnie is me. Style. Sometimes one week cry. Some guys don't go to the bathroom.
No. That thing has to change.
It has to terrible. Change. That is terrible. And he always says, I love meat a lot, but always with a lot of vegetables and fruit. Typical African men, right? They like that meat and like the strange places kind of meat.
But at least they're eating their vegetables.
Okay, yeah. Because I know people that just skip on the vegetables. They're like, vegetable who? Vegetable what?
Yeah.
And shout out to Mena Ama, who says, I never knew the way you eat. What did he say? I never knew the way you eat also has impact on you. Very nice and educational show today. Shout out to you. Well, so John Royal is saying that your visit to the bathroom is quite normal, Donnie. So I hope that helps you settle.
I'm not the only one in this. Thank you. I have a final question. How long does it take? How long does it take if, so you change your diet or you implement some stuff? How long does it change for you to see the changes?
What, for the bumps to leave your tongue?
For instance, yes. I'm going to.
For the bumps to leave your tongue?
No, that was just my example. Though. Don't
okay,
mind
I'm
me.
like, well, okay.
For your body to take effect of the new diet or the new vitamins and stuff.
Okay, because let's say you that means that you're going radical. So you're only eating plants, fruits and vegetables. So you're not eating the way you used to eat. Is that what you mean?
Well, less radical. So
less radical. Okay.
Yeah. Like if someone is experiencing, I don't know, maybe the bowel movement part, right? And then you start eating fruits and vegetables. Like how many days will it take for you to see a significant change in that?
Okay. Let's say, I think honestly, if you eat prunes is a very good fruit. Prunes, strawberries, blueberries, and grapes. If you eat that for the next 4 or 5 days, guarantee if you continuously do that and you eat the way you eat as usual, but let's say you eat all these fruits or you eat an apple a day, or you can just, okay, let me make it very simple. You eat an apple a day, you're going to go to the bathroom. It really depends, because I don't know how your body system works, but if you eat that continuously, I think within a week you're going to notice the difference. Like, hey, I have to go to the bathroom, because it's the fiber that makes you want to go to the bathroom. If you eat the fiber, your body system will start to, cause you to release yourself.
Right.
So I think, honestly, I tried it myself, because there were times that I didn't eat fruits at all, and I noticed that every 2 or 3 days I would go to the bathroom, mostly 2 days. And then when I ate an apple every single day, I noticed that I would go to the bathroom every day. Then I knew that it was the apple that made me go to the bathroom, because the apple contains a lot of dietary fiber.
Okay.
So I think once you try that, it really depends. But if you try eating an apple a day or 2 apples a day, or grapes every day, or blueberries or prunes, especially prunes, you're going to go, I think within 3 days, you're going to notice a difference. I really think so.
That's good. I think that empowers Donnie a lot.
Well, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
You should.
I think you should, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh man, people are enjoying this conversation. Gary is even saying, "Listen, we don't want the show to end. This is a good convo." Mena'ama, shout out to her as well, who's also saying, "Listen, this is very helpful. We don't want it to end." Caroline, before we even take too much of your time, one thing that I really want to know is, when I'm making juices, which I enjoy a lot. I do that like twice a week. It's like my moment where I'm in the kitchen putting together, juicing, and I'm seeing like as a fun moment. Someone told me the greener the better. Do you side with that? What does that mean, and what can I take from that?
Wow. It is true, because your body, it needs the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is what will cleanse your entire system. It will cleanse your blood. So the greener the juice, the better. They say the blacker the juice, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yeah. But in this case, the greener the juice, the better, because the reason why, when you have dark, leafy green vegetables, it contains a lot of chlorophyll, and the chlorophyll cleanses your blood. So you do want to make your juices like that.
Right.
A lot of green. Yeah. I really recommend you do that.
Right.
Me, I also like it like that. I like only green herbs. It's very good. And if you want to make it a little bit spiritual, the color green represents like the heart chakra, and yeah, there's a meridian, like an energy portal within us, actually, and is connected to the hormonal system, the endocrine system. But the thing is, we have like seven energy portals,
Okay.
and when the color green is connected to the heart chakra, and the heart chakra is the place where we feel, we love, we empathize, so when you consume a lot of green leafy vegetables, it's like you are ingesting good energy, good vibration, and it really has a good impact on that energy spectrum of your heart. But yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But
that's good to know.
I really you have to like consume those things. Is very good for you. Like the greener the better. Yeah.
Right. So that means that all of our green vegetables and fruits, they are green for a reason. It's not just that they're colorful, but it also
they're all it's a fact, because you have red, that is mostly connected to the root of you, like the foundation of you, the root chakra. Then you have the yellowish, which is the banana. It makes you very happy, but there's a reason for that. Within you have the sacral chakra, and you have the I forgot. You have the third chakra, but there's a name for that. It has to do with your mood. It has to do with basically your mood. So if you're feeling very depressed and sad, Any
Yeah.
food that has the color yellow boosts up your mood. That's why they
Right.
say when you eat bananas, you should eat bananas when you feel sad, when you feel depressed. And the banana is the color yellow. So anything that has to do with yellow, uh, it basically motivates or stimulates that third chakra, so to speak, that third energy field within you. Then you have the color green, which is more for your heart. Then you have the color purple. That is more for your basically it is the pineal gland, the sixth chakra, it's the sixth sense. It's more for spiritual enlightenment.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Then all these colors of the fruits represent a certain aspect of yourself, you know, and depending on which aspect you want to come out more is basically the type of fruit you should consume.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. Gives a good
Yeah.
sense of, the eating being wired to, the rest of your life and all the other elements.
Yeah.
It's not just food, though.
It's not just food.
No.
Not just eat and then you sleep and then you enjoy and you.
No, there's so much more to it. Yeah.
Right, right. A question coming from Royal, who is asking about water. How is it that taking in lots of water is also good for the body?
How is it taking lots of water? How is it
Yeah.
good for the body?
Yeah. How is it that taking water, lots of water, is good for your body?
Wow. Water has a very cleansing effect. That is like one of the things water does. It cleanses. It basically, you're taking an internal bath. You're bathing yourself internally.
Right.
But also within the water, there are a lot of minerals as well. You know, a lot of minerals that can.
Donnie is taking a sip.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like you should keep drinking that water. You know, like there's a lot of minerals. Even if you look at the back of the bottle, you can see like there's chloride in it, and I think also fluoride in it, magnesium and stuff. All these minerals are good for your body. You know, it stimulates all the body systems. But yeah, water has a cleansing effect. That is like one of the first and foremost thing. You need water for the digestive system, but you also need water to cleanse all the other systems, you know. Otherwise, you dry up. You can go for days without food, but if you go for a lot of days without water, you'll basically die, you know. That is how important water is, you know. So you can fast for like 49 days with no food, but if you fast for like 49 days without water, you may die, because we're like 2/3 water, and
Right.
we're like water beings. So that is how important water actually is. But what I know is that water has a very cleansing effect. So that is like the best fluid you can drink,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, water. I don't leave the house, without my bottle of water in my bag.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
I've really been on that for like years, and even when I need like some taste, add a lemon or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But now I will connect that color to what I need. If it's yellow, then it's more happiness, so I add a lemon or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
That's good. That's very good.
I love the information. One of the comments, Mensa Gary is saying, no wonder kontomre is good for the blood, which is the spinach stew
That's true.
that a lot of us are fond of. In Ghana, known for the Northerners, they even take that stew to another level where they have like a full I forgot the name, but it's fully green. If somebody has the name
Okay.
for that one, that you also eat with what's it called, the yams and things, that one is more green than the
Okay.
kontomre, as
Oh,
we
is
know.
it?
Yeah.
And it's also leaf.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
just leaves. Okay.
Yeah. Slim might know the name. Slim might give it to me or anybody who is listening.
Who's a
Also,
real Ghanaian.
also Mena'ama was saying, from today I'm a green member. No more meat and fish again. Are you sure, Mena'ama?
Really?
And she's saying, it's true. I was stressed, and my pastor told me to eat banana,
Hey.
and I try it, and a short time I felt good. Okay. Well,
You
if
see,
that-
it works.
exactly, the banana is transforming lives. And also another question from Obapa Dufie, who's saying, please, I want to know if there's any health benefits to drinking water in the morning to when you get up. Yeah.
That is awesome, because actually it's a great way to start the day, because when you just woke up, even when you're fasting, whenever we wake up, I've said this before, whenever you wake up, you just came from a fast.
Right.
And you don't want to eat right away. You want to break the fast by drinking something light, and water is the best way. It starts very light. How do I say it? Like, you don't want to shock the digestive system by eating your breakfast immediately. You want to warm up the digestive system by drinking something light, preferably water, because it doesn't contain any other nutrients in it,
Right.
So the best way to wake up is actually the most healthiest way, is when you wake up, drink water first thing in the morning, but also when you're about to go to bed, you should drink water. I know it's not really convenient because you will eventually end up peeing in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But it is it's not really, I prefer not really, but it's really one of the best ways to do, like waking up in the morning. It's a good way because you are starting the digestive system in a very slow and gentle way, and then you can transition into eating your breakfast. But what you can do is you can add lemon to the water. That is like the best way. And for women that want to lose weight, like adding lemon water first thing in the morning is a good way to burn fat, but also to prepare the digestive system to receive foods and stuff. Yeah. But it's a very healthy way, actually, to consume, to drink water first thing in the morning when you wake up. So it's a very good habit that she has. You should keep doing that. Yeah.
Keep doing that, Mena Ama. It's such a good thing. Water when you get up, and water when you go to bed, to sleep, because then your system wakes up from that. Before we round up, because it really was about the immune system, and we've took it to other angles, which was so helpful to people. I think this show is even an epiphany for Donnie, because he now knows where his what's it called? I just discovered the word for it. Now I lost it.
You get to it.
The bumps on lie bums. They're called lie bumps because the story behind it is that you get those bumps when you lie, but in actual fact,
really?
Yeah,
that's a lie.
In actual fact, it just shows that there is something out of balance within your system. And of course, some people have the extreme symptoms where they stay on, but most of the first indication is that you need a certain type of vitamin or a particular kind of fruit or vegetable added to your diet. So from now on, Donnie, be encouraged.
Definitely am. And the good thing is I'm not let's say I've been vegetarian for almost 4 years. But
you
that's
have been?
Oh yeah, I was.
And you're sharing it now, just when we're about to wrap up. Come on.
Not if you're telling us.
No, but so let's say I'm not afraid to try things. Right. So being that not only does your body change during certain stages of your life, but the information out there to how you can better or improve yourself is it's enormous. It's it's unlimited. So I am always looking out for new information to include, and I'm not afraid to adopt new habits as well. So I've taken some points. I've made some notes.
Okay,
I'm definitely going to improve them. But yeah, I'll see how that works out, and if it's in the positive, which I'm sure it's going to be, I'll have my testimony on here.
Yes.
Well, when we have Carline back, then you should definitely share that again with her.
I want to know. I really want to know, like, what is the difference? Like, what happened and stuff,
Yeah.
If you're still alive or not and stuff.
Right.
So,
Carline, before we round up, one was asking a question that's silly, Gary. How can I grow tall? So he wants to know probably like the organic way. But also, if you can add to that, how can we boost our immune system more, for this coming period that we have, let's say the coming 3 months. It would be summer for a lot of people around the world. A lot of our listeners are in the tropics. What is like a good way to embed in our life for our immune system to go up? And if you can add a little tip for Gary how he can grow tall, that would be pleasant as well.
Okay, let me address Gary real quick. There's no way for you to grow taller. You have to accept your height the way it is. So there's no other way. So I'm just going to tell you the fact, that the straight fact. That one, stop that one. No, you can't do that one. So to go back to your question, to boost the immune system, there are like certain foods that you can consume, like fruits that have a high content of vitamin C. So like the kiwi, for instance, it has a lot of vitamin C. The lemon, the lime, the grapefruits, oranges, tangerines, but also cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper has a lot of vitamin C as well. So you can add it to your dishes, but you can also add it to your smoothies, Another thing, sunflower seeds, leafy green vegetables, like spinach, for instance, also contains vitamin C. So basically, any fruit that has a high content of vitamin C, the ones I mentioned, can boost your immune system. Another thing what you can do is exercise a lot, like especially cardio to create a lot of blood circulation. That can boost your immune system.
Right.
What you should not do is anything that is unhealthy that will damage your body is very logic, of course, but like smoking, a lot of alcohol, poor nutrition, these things basically lower the immune system. So you want to stay away from that. When it comes to the COVID virus, they always recommend that we keep social distancing because it's an infectious disease. So you want to prevent yourself from getting that by abstaining from people that have it so that you don't get it. And so these are the minor things that you can do. So basically lifestyle changes, eating lots of fruits and vegetables, but particularly fruits that contain a high content of vitamin C, like basically any citrus fruit you can think of. You want to exercise more often, drinking also a lot of water, abstaining from smoking, abstaining from alcohol, and also very, very important, stress kills faster than a bullet. You don't want to be stressful because once you stress, you throw your entire body system off, and it will make your body very vulnerable to infections. Because what the body does when you're in stress, the body is going to prepare itself for defense mode. So at that point, you're very vulnerable. So let's say that you are, let's say you're walking down the street and a car nearly hits you. Have you noticed that your heart starts to pound faster and you start to shake a little bit and you're like, oh shit. You start to become very restless. That is, you're in a state of stress. And there are people that are in that perpetual state. They may not shake and stuff, but within them, they're not at peace. So their body system is very vulnerable to outside invaders, like these microorganisms, bacteria, infections, and stuff. So what you want to do is to find a way to de-stress, so to speak, to calm your spirit down. You can do that by meditating, going outside in nature, taking walks, staying away from toxic people, staying away from people that piss you off.
That sounded funny.
Yeah, it's really true because people stress you out too. Because people are energy, and people can just say the wrong thing and it piss you off, it throws you off, and you can be in a state of anger and resentment, and that can weaken the immune system as well. So you want to find yourself in a place where you're always at peace, you're calm. Of course, life happens and you may not always feel happy all the time, but try to readjust yourself back to your balanced normal state, but you don't want to be in a stressful state because that will really weaken your immune system. So stress is really one of the causes of a weakened immune system. So those are the things that you can do to basically boost the immune system.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. And you see, that's how a good conversation goes. Oh man, we should have you back again really soon, Caroline, to talk to us some more about this health thing.
I there for you. No problem.
I love that. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Caroline, I would really like to thank you for your time and sharing so much knowledge. I think we're really going to speed this up to put this on the podcast so that people can have this and hear more about this and making health more of a lifestyle, opposing to just changing when crazy things in life hit you. But it's really part of the routine and all of that, and that we also are aware of the fact that what we eat really is part of all of the things that comes out of our lives, whether that is through the through the going to the bathroom, or whether that be the energy that we give out. It's all like, it's all wired, in a good sense. And I love how you give meaning to that. So thanks again so much. We must have you back, so do look forward to our invitation again in a few time to have you and to talk some more about the health that concerns us. Last but not least, where can people find you, follow you, so that they can stay updated with all of the health tips and tricks?
You can follow me on Instagram. That's where I am most of the times. Afrakanhealth. I think y'all can see it on the screen. How you spell it.
And so it's Afrakan.
So and basically on Instagram. So just follow me on Instagram, and I'll be posting regularly videos, pictures, anything that can stimulate you on living a healthy lifestyle. That basically.
Very necessary. Very necessary. Keeps me also focused. So that info, and show the love, guys. Follow her on Instagram, or she's also on Facebook, and respond to that. Ask your questions there as well, because this is not just a food enthusiast. She knows her business. She is in food. She's in health. This is really coming from an expert. So I think this is a good way to really connect with somebody who's out there. Thanks so much again, Caroline. We will definitely keep in touch, and thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you too. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, we'll talk. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, that was good convo.
It was.
And I like the bit of enlightenment that you had, especially for you. Man, that was really good. And again, we will have Caroline back on the show, more frequent, to really talk to us about how we can embed this life. And not for people to go vegan, or it's not a must. No. But to really know about the stuff that concerns us. And I'm sure that as young, because even if I look at my life in my teens, I could probably do and eat anything and just sleep whenever I want to. But as you get older, you just realize
that's the thing.
You can't do things like it was before. You eat something, you feel it in your body, and if you're not conscious about that, you just drag it to you.
That's the bit, like the consciousness part. I mean, we just eat, and we eat. Because we have to eat. But if you become more conscious of the effects of the food that you get into your body, your system, then I think your approach will be a bit different. Like you're saying, we're not trying to get people on a specific lifestyle or diet or this and that. No. But just be conscious of certain things, and that's where it starts with me, at least. When I be conscious of certain things, it makes me think different, and if I think more about it, or I do my research a bit more, then I'll act different towards certain things. So
me as well. Absolutely, and accepting the fact that it takes effort. It's not just gonna come to you, you know what I mean? It really takes effort to really live that healthy life, but you deserve it. Your health is only, you don't get a refund.
No.
on it, and when you do, you must appreciate it.
Nor do you get a discount.
Nor do you get a discount. Exactly. Shout out to Obapa Dufie who took some time out to interact with us. Mena Ama, good to have you back. And also Mensa Gary, who said he doesn't want this conversation to end and who has a deep desire to grow tall. Shout out to you, John Royal. Shout out to you as well. Health things like facts and figures. I think that's really like his thing. To know. So shout out to you, GH Kings. Also shout out to you, Mamia Bana. Thanks for interacting with us, and also about this health thing. Lots of other comments as well that have come through on people. If I haven't mentioned your name, Kingsley, who says I go once in 2 days, pretty much had to do with going to the toilet, I think. Shout out to you. And also some other commentators. Thank you for interacting with us. A good one. The lady I follow on Instagram, her name is Fully Raw Christina with a K, and she is Ecuadorian Lebanese. She's about health, healing, and love. Fully raw and vegan. So she doesn't. I don't think she even steams her food. That's a whole nother level for me.
Wow.
But one thing I love about, because since I was a child, I've always been fond of fruits. It makes me happy, the colors and all of that. Her timeline is really colorful, and I like what you can create with fruits and mixing that and everything. I don't know why, but it just makes me feel a happy person. But anyway, we've come to the end of Africa on Focus on this sweet Sunday. Our news flash for next week, man. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
We got so much to talk about, but this was a convo worth talking about. We should definitely, take on this burnout type of thing, really discuss it from different angles. I believe we will soon have a psychologist also on the show.
Beautiful.
So that we can have the conversation about this, quiet, is it disease or whatever that you just don't want to.
Silent killer.
Silent killer, exactly.
The assassin.
Exactly. The assassin, or what you want to call it. Rounding up Africa on Focus, news to every people. We are also on Patreon. Patreon is a platform for like our true supporters. We're gradually building that we're growing as a brand and targeting you to a new platform called Patreon. And Africa on Focus wants to provide you with a more tailored customer experience. What we're going to is people that will find us worthy enough to support us, growing our community, subscribers and supporters that support us with everything from €5 a month or something like that. Then what? We will hire a video editor and a copywriter that can help us create more captivating and informative video content to highlight stories of global Africans. We aim to grow the brand, also to eventually to a good docuseries where we showcase how global Africans build and grow their business, creative thought process and all of that. And it will help you to also grow your life where you are. In this Patreon environment, we will have exclusive talks, behind the scenes videos, and you'll be the first to receive our podcast episode. And also, as we grow it, we will share tips on broadcasting, from podcasting, presenting, to starting even your own broadcasting show. So we will have that as well. If you missed an episode, make sure that you follow us on Hi Radio YouTube. We also have the YouTube platform of Africa on Focus. Find us on Instagram as well at Africa on Focus, on Facebook at Africa on Focus. And if you like podcasts, listening to that, do make sure that you find us on Spotify, iTunes, Aftown, Google Podcasts, because there is where we capture the recap of the show. Good conversations like this is where you can listen to it, while you're on your way to work and those type of things. Make sure that you connect with us on there. Myself, you can find me on Instagram at MS.ABA. Donnie stays hidden from social media. Maybe one day he'll start his YouTube channel, but we will see about that. Next week, we will be back and having all of the good conversations about Africa. Make sure that you look out for other programs that come out on Hi Radio. We have Gary with Youth Zone. We have Kendi, who comes on Fridays with the late night talk show. That's called the Late Night Show. On Saturdays, then we have Junior with High Street Entertainment. Also Sylvia Kenny with East African Sounds. DJ Royal Baby with, do I say it right? Bongo song. But anyway, you get some
Afro Bongo.
Afro Bongo, that's it. You get some interesting facts and figures about, African history, and you get to enjoy some good African classics. So if you think you know African music, you might want to tune in there, because there is where you find out you don't know anything about African music. Anyway, we're tuning off. Shout out to Carline Onyamea. Shout out to Slim, who is at the backstage running things. Shout out to DJ Royal, CEO of High Radio, connecting with us on this lovely Sunday. Stay safe. Next week, we're already almost, ending off May. Keep the love going. Make sure you get your green vegetables and fruit. You add lemon to your water, and enjoy life. Enjoy it every day. We're rounding up with Amate with his record called Another Song. Make sure that you groove to that as we round it up, and we will be catching you next week.
Bye bye.
Do you wanna know about the song? Cause I don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you something. Can I give you my daddy energy? A little bit to you and some more from me. Higher gratitude is the thing I see. I see, baby. Close to my heart is the place to be. It's another song to make you come around. It's another song to make I hold you down. It's another song to make you come around, make I hold you down. It's another song to make you come around. It's another song to make I hold you down. It's another song to make you come around, make I hold you down. Can you stand the rain? Would you let me swim to drown? If I took the pain, would you let me hold you down? All I want to confess my interest. Hope that you notice me. Anytime we lock eyes, you look right in the dream. Just imagine we.